feels good. That's one of our goals for the season accomplished, which was making the playoffs. Narrowly missed out on the conference, and congratulations to Braehead. I think they've weathered numerous storms to get where they were. I mean, we would have loved that, but we've made the playoffs, and that's a huge improvement from last year. Last weekend and tonight hasn't been a different hockey club because that's how we normally play at home. Maybe it's even cranked it up a bit of a notch, but it was another great performance by everybody tonight, and just really pleased with the result.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's been a couple of years for me now, so back in the day, it was a regular thing to be in the playoffs. But when you go a couple of years without, you forget the feeling. But you know what? Like, obviously, we have a shortened playoff season here in the UK, but there's no question these last 3 games were playoff style games, and I think everyone stepped up and we played well and we executed and we competed. That's the main thing this time of the year, and very, very relieved, very happy for the guys and for the organization. It's a big step forward.
I think it was not a sense of relief, but it was a sense of like a bit of pressure came off the shoulders a little bit. It's been a tough 2 years. We started right at the bottom with a team that and I'll probably say this in future comments and stuff like this. We had absolutely no British experience last year when we came in. These guys had never played pro hockey before. We got through our struggles and we fought through last year, and directors made a commitment and the coaching staff made a commitment that they were going to come back, and like I said, our goal was to make the playoffs and take a round of division, and I think we came close to achieving both of those. And it's been a long 2 years, but a good 2 years, and we still got a lot of work to do. I mean, just making the playoffs isn't good enough for the season. We want to go out and give a good account of ourselves, and we'll see what happens next weekend.
That's our third game that it's been do or die for us. Our own doing. We put ourselves in a tough position when we lost 4 key games before that. But last 3 games, guys have been great and stepped up to the plate, and every guy competed and battled tonight. And this time of year, it's playoff hockey, and that's the way you got to be. And you know what? Everyone showed up tonight and competed, and we got the 2 points. It's the main thing.
It was a big night for them because a win would have automatically clinched the division for them, so it was big for them. We needed the win to assure ourselves of a playoff spot, so it was everything to play. It was a playoff game tonight, and I think our team responded well. It was pretty intense at the start there, and you seen guys, both teams really wanted it, but fortunately for us, we got the 2 points, and it's not too often you see both sets of fans happy leaving a building, but it was a pretty good atmosphere in the rink tonight.
Oh, very proud. It's we had a meeting before a couple hours before the game, and then we had a little brief talk right before we went out, and we just made it clear. It's not about the coaches, it's not about the directors, it's not about anything other than the 17 guys that are lacing up the skates. And at this time of year, it's those guys that are going to win hockey games by going out and competing and winning battles and doing what's needed to be done. Yeah, very proud of them, yeah.
I haven't seen it that busy for years and years and years, and it felt good and it looked good and it was exciting. And if you put good hockey together and you play good hockey and you give them something to play for, the fans, it just goes to show the fans will support you. There's been advanced tickets sold all week. There was hype about it, and this is the business end of the season. It's been a while since a lot of Flyers fans have been excited about hockey, but just goes to show you. I've said it numerous times. It's a hockey town, and there you go. You make the playoffs and people come out for it, eh?
Yeah, that was one of the best atmospheres I've ever played in front of, I have to say. There wasn't an empty seat in the building, and even I think all the standing room was, but it was, they brought a great support, and our fans were terrific. When we go out for warm-up and place is packed in warm-up, and it gives you a good feeling, and then when you go out for the opening face-off, it was loud. They're right on top of you. So yeah, the fans played their part, and they were great tonight.
I believe one of the permutations is if Edinburgh win in regulation tomorrow, we're actually tied on points, and that might set us down into the 8th position, which would draw Nottingham, which would be the toughest. But you know what? We're delighted, and you never know. Dundee aren't going to want to limp out of the season with 3 losses or whatever it is, but it's in anybody else's hands now. We've made the playoffs. We're happy, and by Sunday night or Monday morning, we're going to know who we have.
Well, as of now, we can either face Belfast, Nottingham, or Braehead, I believe. Obviously, with Edinburgh winning in regulation tonight, I believe if they win in regulation tomorrow against Dundee, that would put them ahead of us. They get the regulation wins tiebreak is the first tiebreak, so that would slot them in. But then on the other side, if Belfast wins that conference, they get the second seed. Braehead would get 3, and that would bump us down to 8th, and we would see us against Nottingham. So you know what, we did what we needed to do to qualify here down the stretch, and whatever happens tomorrow in the games is out of our control. So we're just going to celebrate the win here and get prepared for whoever we get put against.